Yeah, 6 times. It's got to be a record, isn't it? Or a CD. Yeah, so what, Peter Frampton's been here? Or was it downtown? Peter Frampton, Sheryl Crow, me. Well, I've got a new record out, it's called Gobshite. It won't mean anything to most of you, I shouldn't think, but it's an Irish phrase, I suppose, which means somebody that talks a lot and usually talks a lot of crap. So, yeah, I'll be playing stuff from that and all my other records. So this one's called Meaning of Life. Thought it was charming at first, gets on my nerves now. I'm not a tolerant man, but I get by somehow. One step away from being a vagrant, a bag paper from fortune and fame. It's love that made rock and roll famous, and that's the appeal. Think you can do what you want, say what you feel. You're not what you wear, just indicate style. It's not how you are, you never tell by your smile. The excess of stardom, the grail of fortune and fame. One day you dream, they'll always screaming your name. It's love that made rock and roll blameless, and that's the appeal. Think you can do what you want, well somehow it's not real. She was a darling at first, went fair shape somehow. I'm not your average man, so it's all over now. One step away from being a vagrant, a bag paper from fortune and fame. It's crush that made rock and roll famous. We were the people that tried to put a smile on your face or bring a tear to your eye. It wasn't just about music, but it's a pretty big slice. I smell a feeling of passion, part of the meaning of life. Love is the meaning of. Love is the meaning of. Do 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 do. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I just get carried away. Overexcited, too much stimulation makes me a fool. When I'm with you, I lose control. I love to talk, kiss you more so. Thoughts of guilty pleasures are putting me in a spin. There is so no point in playing those games. Zero chance that anyone could win. I'm sorry, Lord, you heard it all before. Overexcited, too much stimulation makes a fool of me. And when I'm with you, I feel so free. When I'm with you, I have no self-control. And when I'm with you, you make me whole. Much obliged. Okay, that was oldie one. This one's so new I don't even know it. But current theme at the moment among some friends is the illness of our mothers and other parents. It's not funny, but this one's been cooking for a while, so I thought it was a great opportunity to play it to you. It's called If It Ain't One Thing. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. I'd like to think everything will be alright. There's always trouble waiting in the wings. Let me tell you, brother, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Days when it all goes on the floor, everything just turns to dust. You can't take it anymore. Excuse me, they sound like me mother, but if it ain't one thing, it's another. Rush your blood to the end. As long as we live, it could go either way. So keep smiling, take it in your stride. If it rains, get under cover, 'cause if it ain't one thing, it's another. Sod's law or karma, such a bore. We'd better run, 'cause sure there are little green men on Mars you're gonna discover. If it ain't one thing, well, sure as I'm standing here, when kingdom come, at the very last minute something will crop up. Typical. 'Cause if it ain't one thing, sure is another. There was a guy that I used to know, Don Younger. think most of us did. One stage or another, he touched our lives, and this was one of his favourite songs that I wrote anyway. It's called Kicks on 66. Headed west on Interstate 40. Get my kicks on 66, but it's long gone. Another legend buried beneath the desert. It turned by the man, now it's an 8-lane superhighway, and it just keeps right on going. 7 false horizons, I never saw the top. Torture overloaded every single stop. Behind the wheel of that big white Thunderbird, yeah. America the way it used to be, but it keeps on changing, yeah. 3 long days without my guitar. I'm sick and tired of the sand blowing through my mind. Another day when I got to keep on rolling. Where am I heading? I know when I get there, but there's no telling what I find. I got to do it my way. Gotta leave you all behind. 7 false horizons, I never found the top. Tortilla overloaded every single stop. Behind the wheel of that big white Thunderbird, yeah. America the way it used to be, but it keeps on changing, yeah. I don't know where I'm going, gotta leave you alone. John told it like it is, to him anyway. He's dead, she's a rug mother, baby. Do you know what I'm saying? It all makes perfect sense. Yeah, you're upstairs, man. You can do what you want with whomever you please, whenever you can. Some love each other for life, hanging in there whatever. Watch some others that eat carpet dude and bump their uglies together. Hauled into Oregon and we rocked. There were no earthquakes, baby. We absorbed all the shocks. At the hospice, had to alter beat, hit each other in the seat. Hell, that's alright by me. This is the land of the free. I met a man I admire. That doesn't happen too much. He drives an old party vehicle. That don't mean nothing as such. Take a look around the bar. You see how lucky you are. Well, you sure ain't pretty people, but you drive luxury cars. Hauled into Oregon, and we rocked. There were no earthquakes, baby. We absorbed all the shocks. At the horse press, had to alter all the clocks. As we were staying out late, looking for a place to rock. Called the Chowbox. We had fun that night down in Portland. Yeah, we really made it alright. At the horse press, it all tasted fine, 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 fine. Woo! At the Chowbox, we had fun that night down in Portland. Yeah, we really made it alright. At the horse press, it all tasted fine, 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 fine. Weird, you come all this way and start writing songs about the place and the people, and then you come back years and years and years later and you're still doing it. Been a major source of inspiration coming to Portland. Lots of people like Terry who have been around for us since the beginning. I used to work with a guy called Frampton. He wasn't Peter. But we constructed some songs years ago, and Terry gave us our first break over here. And this is a song from something that was just a little after when we broke up, but we kind of wrote the song together. So it's called Shoot the Car. You shot the car 'cause you didn't like the color. Live a pointless life on a negative mother. Official statement said it's an isolated case. Boys in the hood smile thinking freebase. Sometimes you gotta let it out, you gotta lose control. A little anarchy is good for the soul. Too many people live predictable lives. Ever loving husbands, ever faithful wives. Yeah, who you trying to kid, you got to face the fact. Do you go to work just to pay the tax? Ever drive the sofa, babe? Ever eat the fridge? You sure did romance. Jumping from a bridge, yeah. Sometimes you gotta let it out, you gotta lose control. A little anarchy is good for the soul. brave enough to say, just brave enough to think. Doing that in China, boy, you'll wind up in the clink. Is it really that point I've been trying to understand? Do you feel new hope in this green and pleasant land? I saw a black guy in the driveway and a gun in his hand, and he was shooting up the car. Just like Elvis did, man, take me home. Sweet home. Sometimes you gotta let it out, you gotta lose control. A little anarchy, it's good for the soul. I saw a black guy in the driveway and a gun in his hand, and he was shooting up the car, just like Elvis did, man. Ooh. You're very kind, very kind. Thank you for the borrowing of this guitar, the lending. It's not quite like mine. And there's my excuse, so I'm just going to do a version of this. It's called The Little Things I Love About You. Little things I love about you, acts of kindness in thought and deed, attention to detail, well, born to be wild and free, acceptance of yourself for who you might be, endless beautiful energy, your light shines over me. The little things I love about you. Usually when we, the band, come over, I put far too much pressure on myself. So it's great this time just to come over and have some fun and get this damn thing in tune. This one's called Outrageous. Outrageous, I said laughing aloud, so blindingly simple, like a raindrop hidden in a cloud. I'm always hungry for inspiration and laughs. Out here in the country, can touch the stars with your imagination. The further we go, shoulder, curing my obsessions. One at a time, found my message stuck in the outbox. Anyone think I committed a crime? And we love getting out of control. It's from being out of control. We love being out of control, out of control. You look outrageous. I said laughing aloud, so burningly simple, like a raindrop hitting a cloud. The further we go, the more fun it gets. Like squeezing a pimple that turns into Mount Vesuvius. Your smile is contagious. Your sense of humour is wild. It's one of the reasons we could get so out of control, out of control. And we love being out of control, out of control. It's from getting out of control, out of control. And we love being out of control, out of control, out of control. In a bar on a Friday night in Exmouth, where I live. That's in Devon in England. And suddenly all the doors are shut. Loads of dogs around, loads of police. I thought, oh shit. This one's called Drug Squad. Friday night in town. Mind your own. Heard of kids in uniforms with dogs' noses in my space. Disco light, sweaty face. They took a girl away, possessed. Got their arrest. Some stood there, fingering little weed. Headshot guys stand accused. Contaminating natural highs with plant food. Checking out 20s for traces. More days of boots and braces. The storm is raging while we age. Is any ground being gained? There's a bloke outside, chain smoking, he can't hide. Friday night in town. Mind your own. Heard you on the wireless tonight. English Riviera sounds nice. I laugh at your Nazi propaganda. What does it even mean? You're closing in. Get your own houses in order before you start looking for trouble in mine. Used to be blah blah blah. Now it's like yeah, whatever. Transmit only, no one cares. Gobshite. Let's drink to oblivion, stay angry about the things that we can't change. I ain't wasting my time waiting for trains. The announcements are all gobshite. A most unpleasant individual. It's all about in your face. Arcane concepts along with capitalism, may they all rot in pieces in the same place. Are you kidding? Look around. Bastard government slime, punishing peaceful protesters or in their homes, ruining their lives. Feeling is so strong we are beyond afraid. It won't be long until the world is in flames again. Another media feeding frenzy. This time they're trying to fix it for Jim. Attack the cult of celebrity. Cover up your kings and queens and equerries. Accusations fly, corruption and lies, subterfuge and spies. Everyone denies being gobshite. Gobshite. Siberian Husky Club, gobshite. Allowed on the radio in Northern Ireland, gobshite. Part of the molested club committee, gobshite. David Cameron, gobshite. Jose Mourinho, gobshite. Martin Weller, oh he's quite nice actually, gobshite. Now then, there's a couple of tracks on the album that are hidden away at the end for very good reasons. Mainly being do not mind. So anyway, keep that to yourself, right? This one's another one for my friend. Our friend Don. If I start crying, don't worry about it, right? Too much whiskey tears your throat apart. 3 cigarettes at breakfast never made it better. You were lucky and good at your job, so we walked in the bar. 7 years later, it felt just the same. Some of the faces had changed, but the vibe tomorrow, lead that life, but I got a home and a loving, if disapproving wife. You have to realize what it's all about. The American dream is hallowed, but somehow it all works. Just the same. some of the faces are changed. I hope the vibe remains. January 1st, 2009. That's when the Dawn said he was gonna leave it all behind. That was the last time, so let's raise a brew to the mountain man, from me to you. It can't be the same, oh no, some of the faces have changed. Somehow the vibe will remain. It can't be the same, you know, the old place will change. Maybe somehow the vibe will remain. Some will show and some will smoke. Some is as bold as a night shovel, but the minute he gets in a bit of a jam, there's nothing he won't do to get an Harry rag. Harry rag, Harry rag, do anything just to get an Harry rag. And he curses himself for the life he's led, rolls himself an Harry rag and puts himself to bed. Tom's Oma, she's a dying lass. Soon they reckon she'll be pushing up the grass, and her bones might ache and her skin might sag. She's still got the strength to roll an Harry rag. Harry rag, Harry rag, do anything just to get an Harry rag. And she curses herself for the life she's led, rolls herself an Harry rag and puts herself to bed. Ah, bless you, taxman, bless you all. You might take some, but you'll never take it all. You can take what you like, and I won't feel sad, as long as I've enough to buy an Harry rag. Harry rag, Harry rag, do anything just to get an Harry rag. And I curse myself for the life I've led, roll myself an Harry rag and put myself to bed. The smart young ladies of the land won't be seen without an Harry in their hand, and they light one up and they boast and brag, so content because they got an Harry rag. Harry rag, Harry rag, do anything just to get an Harry rag. And they light one up and they boast and brag, so content because they got an Harry rag. Tom's Oma, she's a dying lass. Soon they reckon she'll be pushing up the grass, and her bones might ache and her skin might sag. She's still got the strength to roll an Harry rag. Harry rag, Harry rag, do anything just to get an Harry rag. And she curses herself for the life she's led, rolls herself an Harry rag and puts herself to bed. Bless you, taxmen, bless you all. You might take some, but you'll never take it all. You can take what you like, and I won't feel sad, long as I've enough to buy an Harry rag. Harry rag, Harry rag, do anything just to get an Harry rag. And I curse myself for the life I've led, roll myself an Harry rag and put myself to bed. Harry rag, Harry rag, do anything just to get an Harry rag. And I curse myself for the life I've led, roll myself an Harry rag and put myself to bed. There's another uncle that I've got. So I've got Uncle Paul, Uncle Ray Davis, and a new uncle that I've just discovered. I call them my uncles because people say to me, "Are you related to such and such and such?" No. Or maybe. But, anyway, this one's from Uncle Billy Bragg. Of English, and I'm of English too. I'm a great big bundle of culture wrapped up in red, white and blue. I'm a fine example of your Essex man, well familiar with the Hindustan, 'cause my neighbours are of English, and I'm of English too. Breakfast is of English, and so am I, you know. I have a plate of Marmite soldiers washed down with a cappuccino. And I have a veggie curry about once a week. Next day I fry it up for bubble and squeak. 'Cause my appetite's of English, and I'm of English too. Now Britannia, she's half English. She speaks Latin at home. And St George was born in Lebanon. How he got here I don't know. And those 3 lions on your shirt, they never sprang from England's dirt. Them lions are of English, and I'm of English too. She's half English, she speaks Latin at home. And St George was born in Lebanon. How he got here I don't know. And those 3 lions on your shirt, they never sprang from England's dirt. Them lions are of English, and I'm of English too. Them lions are of English, and I'm of English too. While I've got my capo out. Am I running out of time yet? Yeah, get off. So you're in a place you don't wanna be, clicking your heels just like Dorothy. But this isn't just a dream, and there's no waking up to reality. Every time I see you, you're looking for a door. I still can't believe I can love you anymore. You walk around as if your life is just a I'd hate to think what would become of you. Here I go again. Here I go. Yes, here I go again. And I'm undecided if I can save you. So you're in a place you don't wanna be. You're clicking your heels just like Dorothy. Rudely awakened from your dream. Ain't that the way that it's always been? Every time I see you, you're looking for a door. I still can't believe I can love you anymore. You walk around as if your life is just a grin. So what if no one cared the way I do? I'd hate to think what would become of you. Here I go again. Here I go. Yes, here I go again. And I'm undecided if I can save you. Maybe it's time I let you go now, so you can find your own way. 'Cause baby, it's so hard. Here I go. Yes, here I go again. Here I go. Here I go again. And I'm undecided if I can save you. Maybe it's time to let you go now, so I can find my own way. 'Cause baby, it's too hard. Here I go. Here I go, babe. Muchas gracias. This one's from Uncle Ray. Granny's always raving and ranting, and she's always puffing and panting, and she's always screaming and shouting, and she's always brewing up tea. Grandpappy's never late for his dinner, 'cause he loves his leg of beef, and he washes it down with a brandy and a fresh made pot of tea. Have a cup of tea, have a a cup of tea, have a cup of tea, have a cup of tea. Hallelujah, 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 Rosalie. Hallelujah, 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 Rosalie. If you feel a bit under the weather, if you feel a little peeved, take Granny's standby potion for any old cough or wheeze. It's a cure for hepatitis, it's a cure for chronic insomnia, it's a cure for tonsillitis and water on the knee. Have a cup of tea, have a cup of tea, have a cup of tea, have a cup of tea. Hallelujah, 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 Rosalie. Hallelujah, 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 Rosalie. Yep. Tea in the morning, tea in the evening, tea at supper time. You got tea when it's raining, tea when it's snowing, tea when the weather's fine. Get tea as a midday stimulant, you get tea with your afternoon tea. For any old ailment or disease, for Christ's sake, have a cup of tea. Hallelujah, 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 Rosalie. Hallelujah, 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 Rosalie. Yo! Whatever the situation, whatever the race or creed, she knows no segregation, no class or pedigree. It knows no one religion, no sect or organisation. It knows no one religion or political belief. Have a cup of tea. Have a cup of tea. For Christ's sake, have a cup of tea. Hallelujah, 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 Rosalie. Hallelujah, 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 Rosalie. Hallelujah, 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 Rosalie. Hallelujah, 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 Rosalie. I left my brains on the plane, so I've got a few words down here just in case. This is a strange one. It's called Gorgeous George. I'm not quite sure where it came from. But, anyway. Not looking where you're going, sometimes it's better that way. Peaceful progression is a pretty damn fine aim. Take care of essentials at the time of need. As you walk out the door, the heavens open and mercy beam. A rain-soaked encounter, incredible nonetheless. You tried to avert your eyes, but you could see right through that Klingon dress. It was lust, it was love, it was all of the above. Deep desire knows no bounds. Oh, there for a moment, gone before you turn around. Night going off at a tangent, Gorgeous George, drag queen dream. Yes to the special face, long legs, blue eyes and stocking seams. Oh, how you love the performance, Barclay Hunt and the Bushman tribe. When to your amazement, you saw a love light in those eyes. Who knew you could be so happy when it's not all about the sex. It's changing on a sixpence. You gotta love the turn of events. It was lust, it was love, it was all of the above. Deep desire knows no bounds. There for a moment, gone before you turn around. Who knew you could be so happy when it's not all about the sex? Things change on a sixpence. You gotta love the turn of events. Lust, it was love, it was all of the above. It was lust, it was love, it was all of the above. It was lust, it was love, it was all of the above. That's it, don't need any of that. This song's by Tom Robinson. I think it's probably time to go now. It's easy to follow. I think it's quite a challenge though for you guys, because people say to me, "What's your name?" I say, "Martin." "Marty?" No, Martin.
Martin?
No, Martin. This song's called Martin. I just want to tell you about Martin, 'cause nobody I know's got a brother like him. As kids we could never be parted. The neighbours all knew us as the terrible twins. School some kids was always looking for a fight, but Martin never wanted a fuss. Oh, big mouth Brown thought he'd push him around, being 3 years older than us. So we bashed him in the teeth with a cloakroom stool. Got 6 of the best and suspended from school. But it was worth it with a brother like Martin. Worth it with a brother like him. We used to nick motors for a joyride. We rammed a Black Mariah in his XJ6 to give me brother time to get clear. I had to punch a few policemen before we got nicked. Got forestalled for taking and driving away and beating up the boys in blue. Martin never missed a single visiting day. It's from Clapham to Crewe, with all me racing mags and me little bits of news. Smuggling in ciggies and a little bit of booze. It was worth it with a brother like Martin. Martin! Worth it with a brother like him. Now people, get the wrong impression with Marty. I know he doesn't mix much, but he's no snob. The weekend I got out of remand home. You got Uncle Ruby to find me this job, and back at me Nancy repainted my room and bought me a brand new carpet. There was all my old records and books on a shelf and a second-hand telly from the market. Well, you can get a bit odd when you've been inside, but I hugged the old bastard and I all but cried, 'cause no one ever had a brother like Martin. Martin! Never had a brother like him. No one ever had a brother like Martin. Martin! No one ever had a brother like him. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Terry. Thanks to the man on the sound.